there, administrators. Today I'm going to cover Schoology and its use in the administrative capacity. There are actually much more features with Schoology, but today I want to just quickly cover how to use it as an administrator, some of the quick things you can do here. So let's go ahead and get started. As far as Schoology, if you this is the first time you've logged into it, the way it operates is there is a recent activity feed, if you can see up here. And what this does is it shows you any announcements or postings or updates that were done by either teacher or other faculty members, administrators, and it will post to either a group page or a course page. And when you log into your recent activity, you'll see all the announcements for the courses and groups that pertain to you. So you can see here, if I scroll through, you can see all the different updates that have been posted, and you can see the group that they were posted to. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to post these updates. So the easiest thing to do is to, right here, once you're in your recent activity page, if you click on the update button here, you can post an update. So if I click on that, I can go ahead and type in what I want as far as my update information goes. Then I can choose either one group or course if I'm a teacher to post this to, or I can choose multiple. So if I go down here, I can start typing one of my classes that I have. I can also type in any groups, so class of 2026, class. This way you don't have to post multiple messages, the same message to each group one at a time. You can do this all at once. So I can go ahead and click this button, I hit the post, and this will go ahead and send this out to all of the groups that I've listed here. For some reason you can't quite remember the name of the group, you can also click the search button here and it will show you all the courses, groups, and schools that you currently are enrolled in, and you can just check the boxes for which ones you want to select here. So this is good for posting updates to the entire school, to specific grade levels, etc. You can also post polls, so you can come down here and you can upload files, you can post different polls here. You can provide links to specific sites. You can even do an audio video recording if that's something that you want to do as well. So this is good to post to if you have some information you want to send out. All of our students are basically in Schoology system and they use it regularly. So this is a good way to get information out quickly. I would say it's actually much quicker and easier than email as well. So that's the first use is for updates. And the next thing I'll show you, so you can also post a poll here. So if I wanted to create a poll for a specific group of students, I can go ahead and do that as well in this spot here as well. The next thing I'll show you is posting calendar events. So if I go back into my recent activity, something else I can do is I can post something on the calendar. And this will allow me to add an event here. So if I click on event, then I can set I can set a specific time or just leave it for the entire day. I can also make it repeat or not repeat. And then I can create my calendar event. So I can go ahead and do that here, type in what the description is, and then once again, I can post this to one specific class, or I can post it to all the classes which I'm enrolled in. I can also allow comments. So this would allow students or administrators or faculty to comment on this. I tend to turn those off unless I want to get feedback. So I go ahead and click that off, and then I can create a calendar event that goes to these classes, these specific groups, and then that will show up in their calendar. To show you what a calendar looks like, so if I go back into my main section, on the right-hand side here, this is all the updates. On the right-hand side, you'll see the calendar, and these are any events upcoming that pertain to the groups or courses that you're currently enrolled in. So you can see there's an assessment and feedback diagnostic scheduled for December 31st of 2021. If I click on the calendar, it will actually take me to the full calendar, and I can look and see what other things are on here. You'll also notice often when you do this, you'll only have certain calendars checked to show. So in this case, I only have 5 of 21 showing. If I select this drop-down arrow, I can go ahead and select more calendars to show. So if I want to just go ahead and click on all of these, then I can do that. Not sure it's going to have anything show up, but let me go ahead and give it a shot and see. Nope, nothing really new. So, but you get the idea where it would show. I can also change the color. So you can see all these calendars here are green. That can get kind of confusing. So if I want to give a specific color to a specific course, I can click on that or group, and then I can change the color. That way, when they do post, it will show up a little bit easier to read for me here. So that's calendar. The other thing you can do as a administrator that you'll want to look at is you can go into specific courses and take a look at how things are going within that course. So if I were to select courses here, you'll notice these are only courses that I've actually currently enrolled in or leading. But I can, as an administrator, I can go in and view courses from anybody. So if I click on the My Courses section, over here, you can see a section that says Manage Courses, and this will allow me to actually go in and type in a specific instructor's name. So in this case, let's go ahead and type in one of my old courses here. I can type in Pullen. You'll notice it says Display Current Sections Only by default. So because we're not currently in a grading period, I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. Otherwise, nothing will show up since we don't have any courses active at the moment. I'm going to hit the search button. And what this will do is it will show all the courses with which I haven't been involved. These are all archive courses. And then I can actually go into one of these courses, and then I can view the different assignments within there. I can view the different postings within the account as well. If it's not too old of a class, I can actually go back and check a gradebook as well. So this is good during an active course, so you can kind of see what's going on in there. If you have questions, if a student comes to you with some concerns, it'll give you an opportunity to check in on the course and see what's going on. And that's just done by going into courses again, clicking on My Courses, and then typing in the name of the faculty member that you want to check out. If you're not sure of if you want to look at a whole grade level, you can do that as well. You can also put in a specific subject area if you want to look at classes in a specific subject area as well here. So that's basically how to use the courses tab to get into a course and view it. You can also do the same with groups as well. So you can go here. These are groups that I'm currently enrolled in, but I can also enroll myself in other groups. So if you go to the group section here, and I can click on school groups, and I can actually take a look and see what other groups are out there by school. So you can see these are actually groups that are created under the entire school. But if I also click down here and select upper school, if that pertains to me, it'll show me all the specific groups that are created within upper school. So if I want to go in and take a look and see what's going on in different groups, I can do that. One to kind of note, there are a lot of groups here that probably should be archived. So it gets a little overwhelming when you take a look at these. It's really good if you know specifically what group you're looking for, but often if you're just kind of searching around, it gets a little bit overwhelming for you here. So but that's a good way to look at current active groups. You can also look at archive groups as well. And groups can be something as simple as a club. It can be a committee. It can be a student council. It can be any of those. Those are typically created as a group within Schoology so that they can communicate within that specific group. Another resource that you'll want to use often is once you're in, if you select the tools selection here, I can go in and look at an individual student's grades. As an administrator, you'll have access to all students. Teachers typically have access to their advisees. And sometimes if the teacher has a specific relationship with the teacher, we can also enable that teacher to be able to look at that student's grades. So sometimes there's a pairing we can do there if we know that that teacher, that student responds well to that teacher. So, but here, if I'm going to click on Advisor Dashboard, I can go in and I can put in a student's name. So I'm going to put in mine. I'll grab my son here. And if I click on him, then I can go ahead and view a summary of what he's in, his groups he's in. If once his courses are active, I'll be able to see that as well. But since those aren't enrolled yet, you don't see anything here. Then I can also go into grades and click down here. This is obviously no current grades, but if I go into the past, I can go through and pull up any grades that he has in the past and take a look at those. But this is good for advising a student, or if you have any concerns or anything along those lines, you'll be able to have access to every student, how they're doing in classes and how they're doing in their grades. You can also, go into the specific class and see a breakdown of each individual assignment that they did, and how they scored. And if there's any comments by the teacher, you'll be able to see those comments here as well. Some other things you can look at, user usage analytics. Administrators should have access to that, and that basically just shows you who's accessing Schoology, what they're using it for. So you can see in this date range from the 5th to the 11th of this month, you can see student access is 1,000. You can see teachers 85, and you can also take a look by specific school or by specific role. So if I want to look and see, parents and see how they're doing, I can apply that, and I can see what the parent usage statistics are here. This is up to you how you want to use this. There's a lot of different features you can use this for. I'm not sure if administrators have this, but you can also take a look at the system logs, which is right here, and that will allow you to see who's accessing Schoology, what they're doing within Schoology. So you can see here's a student. You can see that they logged in. Here you can see I accessed this and I enrolled myself in a demo class. So you can go through here if you have any situations where you want to see what's going on or what a student did in the account. The system logs are a good way to check that. If you don't have access to this, you can always come to IT and we can take a look for you as well. So pretty sure you guys do have access, but if not, let us know and we can take a look at that for you. So you can also go ahead and click on the settings tab here and you can update some of your account settings. So if you have a preferred first name or anything like that, you can change it here if it's different than what your Schoology name is. It also provides an iCal link. So if you want to attach this to your iPhone, the calendar, you can do that here. And then you can also change whether or not you want your homepage to be the recent activity or course dashboard. I would suggest as an administrator to leave it as recent activity since you don't have a specific course that you're working within, but that's really up to you. And the most important thing here I would take a look at in your settings is the notifications area. So if I click on this, it's going to show me specific triggers that will trigger an email to me. So if I come over and take a look, do I want a email sent to me if a course update is posted? Do I want any of these? And these are only for courses that you are enrolled in or groups that you're enrolled in. So typically you won't see anything here because you won't have an academic course that you'll be teaching. But as far as school groups go, do you want to receive an update and email for every update posted or comments or anything? So I tend to select most of these off. The only one I like to keep on is if somebody sends me a direct private message in Schoology, then I like to make sure that I get an email there as well, because sometimes I'll forget to check Schoology. But you can, basically do this as you see fit as far as what you want to turn on or what you want to turn off. If they're all on, you will get pretty much unlimited bombarded emails into your box with Schoology posts. So I would recommend going through here and figuring out really what you need to get message for and what you can just come here and take a look at when you get a chance. So notifications pretty important. Privacy settings I would leave as is, as we've created for you. Everything else pretty much doesn't apply at this point for you. Now I did mention you can receive direct messages on here. So if you come up to the top part in the toolbar up here, you'll notice there is a section where you can click on an envelope, and this is actually going to be your message box for Schoology. A lot of our students do use this to message quite regularly in lieu of email, and sometimes it's easier for our parents to message us this way as well. So this is where you may see messages come in from students or from teachers. So keep an eye on this and you'll see it. You can also send your own messages. So if I were to click on here, I can type in the name of a person, and then it's not going to do me here. Here we go. And then I can send them a direct message here and send them. I can also update any files or links or anything. I can also create an audio video recording as well. And then I can send this message directly within Schoology to this person. So essentially, this is the most common uses for Schoology would be, to take a look at courses and go into specific courses here, to take a look at the specific students and to see what they are doing within here. And then obviously here you can post your updates and any events to the calendar within Schoology. If you have any other questions regarding using Schoology or different things you'd like to use it for, please reach out to me at any point and I'll definitely schedule a one-on-one meeting, or I can schedule a meeting with all the administrators and we can go through this as well. Thank you.